Welcome to a Game in Existence video. Today I'm in Ravenswatch doing a solo run, utilising the deadliest modifiers available. These runs can be over in seconds due to the amount of damage the enemies dish out. And there is jeopardy during the entire run, because even when everything looks good, one silly mistake and it can cost you dearly. Okay, so let's jump into a run using Carmilla. Carmilla is great because she's got a huge amount of burst DPS to get through these corrupted enemies in Act 1 and later acts. And we've got an extra charge of special that we can copy in the shop, so we're probably going to go to either hybrid or a special focus depending how the talent's going to come out. Now I've sped up certain sections, which happens to be like the whole first minute of this run, because I just wasn't finding any points of interest, but this is worth doing early. But I do manage to get the wishing well and get the quest, get the waypoints for them, so it's not a complete waste. I've probably done around 150 runs using these modifiers. The vast majority are over early in Act 1 just because of silly mistakes or just bad RNG. I have got around 15 wins now and achieving them far more consistently. This one is my fastest and with the best DPS for sure. Some of the other ones, I've got quite a good hybrid. Bit of a spoiler, this one just ends up going pure bite, so just pure special. But I might put up the hybrid one that I've got as well. I've got some other ones which are hybrid, but some of them I just couldn't get much decent DPS, and the bosses took absolutely ages, whereas this one is the complete opposite. We get a ton of DPS, which makes for quite an interesting run. I didn't like any of these first options, and I thought I'd go Ogre Blood. Obviously we're going to get the plus 30 Vitality. I've tended to try and force Philosopher's Stone, just because the enemies end up dealing so much damage. You need some kind of survival when you've got all of these modifiers, because the enemies are just dealing so much damage. You're taking the constant health damage. You need probably a little bit more survival than you would normally do on your vanilla runs. I hate those cultists. Absolutely hate the knife cultists.
The darkness beckons. I must resist the call.
So this is what's great about Carmilla. Obviously, you can just get everyone into a massive blob and just burn them all down. Angel and Demon, I would have preferred. The name eludes me for a second, but where the power has crits on bleed, but Angel and Demon is not bad for that strength.
With the presence of the enemy.
So trees early on, nice and easy, especially with Angel and Demon. That strength, we're just going to absolutely nuke these guys. Now, I took a risk there. I thought that was probably going to be game over, because I'd already started the Blood Orb, and then I saw the tentacles, and I didn't want to waste the strength. So I elected to take that crazy amount of health damage early, and keep the speed of the DPS going. With the amount of runs I've done on this, I've got quite used to basically surviving with 1 health or no health over multiple fights, so I wasn't too worried about taking a ton of damage. So this is where Angel and Demon daytime. Yeah, it's okay. This is why the the power having crits on bleed would have been nicer. So because I got my 300 money now, might as well come and do the wishing well. I completely I don't know why I started the trait so early, and then I wanted to try and get the blood orb down before the trait ran out, and then completely mistimed it with the ghoul's attack. So this is so much of Carmilla is just the right timing, when to use your trait, when to blood orb, and that is an example of what not to do. Gust isn't too bad, but I don't want it this early on. I need some really decent DPS stuff early on, because the corrupted enemies have got more health, so I need that DPS. Injection, not too bad, and that kind of goes in with the special focus that we're looking for.
How peculiar. This had better be useful.
Dragonhide's not bad, but again, I want that early DPS. And knowing that we're going to end up getting 2 special charges, the Jack seems reasonable. And we can go hybrid if we want to go hybrid. You know, we get the Jack of Clubs, King of Clubs, and if some Jokers come up, then we'll probably go hybrid. At the moment, the talents... Injection's not too bad. If we go hybrid, it's obviously great if we keep with the special focus. Angel and Demon works with both, so you know we haven't taken a specific blood orb talent yet. So I came and did this one because I was ran out of stars. No stars is just a death sentence in Ravenswatch, well, especially with all these modifiers on. So luckily I just went and did the green POI and got the stars. And here we see the strength. Strength just gonna pull us through this fight. Because this is, as far as a yellow point of interest goes, that was quite a nasty spawn. I think the healing shrine, the plus 10 vitality, is worth almost always taking, let alone, you know, needing the survival with all of these modifiers. And the fact that I've got the Ogre Bloods, I'm probably going to try and force Philosopher's Stone, so that's locked. Just move on, might as well come back when I've got a key, probably a few more talents. So I took Furious Tempest there, so that is a Blood Orb focus. But that is still going to help us power through Act 1, some points of Act 2. So this was looking like this could go hybrid with the Furious Tempest. Like, if I went to a chest and it gave me a Joker, this would straight away be like, okay, we're going hybrid here. But just with Furious Tempest, the special implant, if we got a go for the throat, potentially we'd stick with just a special focus. So this is just winging it and seeing where it's going to go. This was, and this shows you how quickly you can lose a run with all of these modifiers. I just took the laser sweep, and then I didn't see the tentacle, and oh yeah, this was getting a bit spicy. I think with this, you can quickly get used to, especially if you get a load of decent DPS, you quickly get used to sort of taking down these enemies quite quickly, and then all of a sudden it takes something hitting you to realise that no, all these modifiers, the damage you take is just insane. And it just reminds you just to play a little bit more safe. So I started doing these modified runs just because, for myself, the base game has just become ridiculously easy. And if you found that as well, then I highly suggest using these modifiers. So here we're going to get our special charge, copy it, and an extra copy of Jack. So we've just gained a crazy amount of DPS for Act 1. Yeah, just look at this strength, them all bunched up. It's just so nice. So here, the Flame Impale, that would take us to hybrid. I elected to re-roll, which used up all my stars, but then got the special cooldown. So that is just obviously awesome. Now I could have taken, I went through it quite quickly, I could have got to 4 jacks of clubs there for the extra crit, which would have been also really handy. But the cooldown on special with Carmilla is just crazy good. So now it's just, with this much stuff for special, it was just like, not bothering me with hybrid, I'm just gonna go pure special, and then, yeah, this is crazy. Also, then get to 3 special charges. So I was just deciding here, did I want to do the event? I've got just less than 2 minutes left. It's the stone house. And I decided, yeah, I've got enough time. So I'm leaving the, there's the red POI, I'm just not even going to bother doing it. That's the, one of the new ones with the thieves. And they're pretty brutal with these modifiers, depending what you get in there. And if it's a cursed room, like if the curse hits my bite at the moment, that could be run over, or you're just going to lose so much time. So I've just decided I'm going to do the event. I think I have enough time that I do the pot of gold as well. But I leave those thieves. I just can't be bothered with it.
I am Alaric One, host and captain of all your vile demons.
So Raven Effigy would have been great if I was going hybrid. Water of Life, to try and make these runs even more challenging. I'm trying not to take them. And I just really wanted that Philosopher's Stone. And luckily, my 4th star. Like, there were other options. If I wasn't doing a modified run, I'd have been happy with some of those other options. But I really wanted some defensive stuff. I've already got the 2 Ogre Bloods. So yeah, that's why I was happy to risk trying to get the stone. And with all these special charges, I had no real fear of this boss. If there was another sort of, if that wasn't a Thieves' point of interest, I might have been up for just taking this all the way to the full overtime. But that being said, this guy this can quickly be run over up against this guy. So. Like, I felt confident as much as you can do. Mistimed the intangible on the bite there, and yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, half health, and yeah, it's looking a bit more scary. So easy. So this was feeling really good, but I've done a lot of runs where I've got to Act 3 and thrown it all away. So, and this was just. That was just nice. Just getting the 3rd charge, the 3rd stack. Sorry. So I tend to, if I see 2, you know, if it's like a really easy large dream shard with just like 1 enemy or something. Yeah, I'll take it, but definitely for 2. So these birds pretty dangerous with the with like the fireballs they throw out. But again, there's so many bite charges. This is why I tend not to go pure bite, because I find it quite boring, because it's just intangible on your bite. You just keep biting. That's all you do, kind of thing. But I'll take any win I can with these modified runs, because they're pretty nasty. So I cleared out the wishing well here, just because one, it looked like it wasn't going to be that long to clear out. I've got the money, but I knew I wasn't going to spend it here because I can duplicate the Jack of Clubs, which is guaranteed right now because I've got no other rare. Whereas if I do the wishing well, potentially I end up with some other rare that I don't particularly want. So I didn't like any of those talent choices.
Be off, my feathered friends.
So I was thinking I was going to go get some stars from the grimoire, but I managed to get some sneaky stars here. Again, you just don't want to go down to 0 stars because you just get stuck with rubbish stuff. So like Flesh Rip would have been nice early on. Sadism is not bad, but I'm really looking for Go for the Throat. Go for the Throat is basically essential to this build now, and the longer I go without it, I'm losing DPS. I'm achieving less in each of these maps. Look, I've got quite lucky with these extra stars in this run. Because I got 4 from a red one, Act 1. I got, you know, a trio more there. Okay, I'm not too fussed about trying to get these music notes. Some of them are really powerful, but then other times you just get absolute rubbish. So, you know, if it looks like it's going to cost me too much time, I won't bother. Of course, don't win with the villager. Really do with some mermaid tears as well, because obviously that 50% reduced healing is not helping my heal on bite. Oh, these pigeons, nasty. Yeah, the Go for the Throat gives you so much more extra damage, and with the critical hit chance, combined with Sadism. So 2 Dragon Hides would be good. With Philosopher's Stone, stacking extra armor to go with the health is absolutely awesome. But I got super lucky and managed to get the 2 Jack of Clubs. So this is just taking my DPS to another level, considering I don't have Go for the Throat. God, really wanted to give me Boil and Blood this game. The amount of times I go through and I cannot get Boil and Blood to save my life. And in this game, it's just like, it felt like every time I was rolling it away. So we've got Go for the Throat. We just need to try and get that to Legendary as quickly as possible. But we still got the Well. It's just so a lot of stuff for items in this round. So again, got to be the stars because I'm out of stars. look at the damage I'm taking out of this. Oh, that Djinn. It's just, yeah, it's just the 5 Jack of Clubs, sadism, and go for the throat now. Yeah, it's just disgusting. Considering all of these enemies are corrupted, so they've got the extra health, they're dealing the extra damage. The fact that I'm nuking them this quickly, this is a nice run. So I took a long time because Joker, just the amount of, I often go hybrid with Carmilla, and you just always looking for Jokers, and you want to duplicate them, and you need as many Jokers as you can. So I think just because I saw it, I was like, I want the Joker, but I'm going special focus here, so I don't need it. And the ultimate cooldown reduction, not too bad, because I'm going to be slamming up to full blood loads. If I can get the increase your maximum blood, I'll be chucking down a lot of damage on the ultimate. So cooldown reduction on that, on impalement, is not bad. These guys are really nasty. Really nasty. I think I'm still taking a bit of time to sort of get used to all of their attacks as well, and their movesets. But yeah, the amount of damage they do is just disgusting. I've got one an Act 3 run where they absolutely nuked me in like 2 seconds. It was annoying. Yeah, and again, this is just a reminder that it's like in this game where I'm dishing out so much damage, but I cannot really take any damage. The Philosopher's Stone isn't really kicking off yet. I've got no armor, so it's just I cannot take any of this really. So again, like the song I got, Boiling Blood again. The song I got, not really that great.
These are far more elegant.
So I want to stack as much critical hit damage as I can, because go for the throat can give me 70% crit on the bite, plus I've got the 40% crit from the Jack of Clubs, plus I can get the Ogre Bloods for another 20%. So basically all of my special is going to be crits. So I want to stack as much critical hit damage as I can. Which is annoying, because one of the best ways to do that is with the Grimoires, but so many times you need to take the stars, which is a pain. So I like it when it's the small entrance here, because that tends to be that it's not going to be a curse room, and often these ones it's like it's just a gold room or a mirror, which is nice. But again, all of this stuff, I'm getting tons of items, but I really want to go for the throat to legendary. So these items are just delaying me. But items are awesome, obviously. Don't know why I've kept that sped up. That should have not been sped up, but I can't bother to change it now.
Charge complete.
So I decided that the legendary, with these many bites, the bird, because it's that's obviously the new one. I can just see from the shape of it on the map. So the bird is annoying if you're trying to go blood orb, but with this I did feel pretty confident to take it on. But I don't know, it felt like more of a risk than I needed to take. Just going the bite builds with this against this boss is just so easy. It's so easy. So easy to get your DPS down.
I am most pleased to see you, my friend.
So many good. The shops have been really good on this run. All of the duplications been really good.
There should be a law against wasting my time if you have no intention of buying anything. I am delighted to see you, as always. Now, off with you.
Yeah, even more duplication. Just absolutely crazy. So another tier is just going to be great for my bite, and starting to actually stack that dragon hide for some more armor is going to be extremely helpful with that philosopher's stone. So the blood reserve, basically, that's just for the ultimate. I've got a bit of cooldown on it, so that's going to be dealing a crazy amount of damage. The plus 20 armor from green armor, again with the amount of health I've got, might just start to keep me alive. Because just without any armor, even with that 175 vitality, with these mods, you know, like one of those knights or one of those witches, it's a crazy amount of damage, absolutely insane. So you do need some survival. You know, the vanilla game, you know, you could get yourself minus you know, minus 70 armor, stack everything into DPS. But with these modifiers, you do need some defense.
Would have loved it here. This seed. So, it's like, I think that's a wishing well on every single run. Decent duplications in the shop, double mirror. Just I could have really done with Hope Diamond than this one. Just to because like my talents are still pretty rubbish. How thrilling to soar with the birds.
That was hitting the dragon hide. It was nice. Just for a fourth stack and just a little bit extra damage as well. Go for the throat finally to legendary.
The bat's silken wings.
So I saw that it wasn't the just save her from the night, so I've just come back and do the boss at a later point.
Didn't really want to lose armor, but I just so short of money.
How I miss my weaver girl. Vanished.
And again, like, I would never get rid of the star, but at this point, 5 stars. It's near the end. Near the end. Getting that other melody every now and then. I do a bit more damage with a wave or something. Not game breaking. One of the wins I've got though, I did get the early in Act 2. You can unlock all of the teleport points, and that was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy for saving time.
Friends.
The 5th stack of Ogre Bloods is handy. I don't really need the 20% extra crit chance. Yeah, we know. A bit of Blood Orb, a bit helps. But I'm rarely doing Blood Orb now. Also, I think it was plus 25 to the damage stat, so it's not much else is going to be better than that anyway. Went for the Sun Crown just because so many of my talents are low level. I've got the 4 dragon hides, so it's just going to boost my my armor up. Would have preferred a bit more cooldown, but 4 charges, why not? I love it when these guys spawn next to each other. That's just an insane amount of DPS. That's just crazy.
I am most pleased to see you, my friend.
So that would be high risk if I would have taken the mirror. I was far more happy with my 1000 health and 121 armor.
What a gaudy trinket. I suppose it will do.
So, plus 26 damage on the egg, nice. I felt like I had the DPS, and just, you know, the last fight when you get up against Baba Yaga, there's no healing. I'm generally not going to be healing with the bites. That's why I ended up taking the taking the Queen of Hearts just for a bit of passive healing.
Tremendous.
Yes, sadism to legendary. That's going to be tasty as well. So I've just kept this fight sped up just because it's pretty easy. I'm just farming healing health orbs, to be honest. And these skulls as well. With this many bites, it's just, yeah, it's fairly straightforward. Just left this guy alive just to get all of my bite charges stacked for the fight. Oh, look at that damage, it's just absolutely crazy. Easy, this is the easiest run I've done with these modifiers, for sure. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.